3 things to expect when dating a widower. Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti. I am your dating and relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPonti.com. I am your coach for you men to go confidently in the direction to attract that woman you desire. If you're a woman tuning into the channel, I welcome you as well because I know this is a serious topic, and my advice is coming from working with plenty of men and women. Actually, in my family, I can relate to this as well with women, but men just in general in my practice that have been widowers and decided to date again. I'm going to give you some key points, real key points on what to expect when you're dating someone that has lost a significant other maybe months or years ago and decided to get back in the dating field. Now, one of the things I want to be clear about before we move on in this video is, to all the people that are watching this, there's no sense of right time when it comes to someone who has lost a significant other, because you don't know their process that they had to go through, right? So what I mean by this is, because someone can move on in 6 months doesn't mean that they never love their wives or their husbands, right? Depends on what has happened. So that husband or their wife could have been sick for years before they did this, and they could have had open conversations of the fact that when I pass, I want you to find love again. There's a lot of things that can happen, right? Or maybe it could be spur of the moment, and then it takes 6 years, okay, to get over. We don't know. So have a place of compassion for the people that are in the comments below, because it doesn't matter. Everybody has a different walk of life, and there's no judgment here on this channel. What I want to be clear about, and 3 things to expect on when dating a widower, is number 1, is they will talk about their situation. They're going to talk about what they have been through with their ex-wife, possibly how they lost them, and what they want from a woman moving forward. Someone that has lost a significant other has a great thing about them. They are not shy to really voice what they need and what they want, because especially if they've come out of a marriage that have lost their wife or husband that was great, they come from a place that they want to find someone either just as great. Obviously, it's not going to be the same person. It's a whole different thing, but just as great. And that's the only thing that they will settle for, because they know that they have had that love before. So they have no problem at all voicing this. They will tell you exactly what it is that they're looking to do, if they need time, what happened with their wife, and they can be open with questions, but also too, open for questions, but also too, some of them don't want to really talk about this early on. This is basically when you're kind of dating and almost getting into this relationship. Tip number 2 is they like to possibly take things slow as well, because they want to understand you, get to know you as a person. And the reason why they will take things slow is because of the fact that they're typically not in a rush to just jump into a relationship, because of the fact that they had to care probably and nurture someone for a while before they got to this position, and they've created a new life for themselves and they've really enjoyed it. So they're going to want to take the time, but you can find them wanting to do new activities, like be adventurous and try things that they've never done before, because of the fact that when you lose someone, and I can speak highly of this, when you lose someone so close to you and death is influenced in your life, sometimes you can sit back and think, wow, this is one thing we can never cheat, is death. Everybody, even you watching. I know it's a sad topic, but we can't cheat it. When it becomes so relatable in our lives, we start to look at our lives and see how we're taking it for granted, and we start doing things differently. So admire this person for how they're showing up in life, and try to influence them to do it with you, or to do new things with you, or to tag along and things like that. And then tip number 3 is the most important out of all of them. Sometimes widowers will, and this is for you too, that if you are a widow, you will experience some type of regret, typically down the lines, or when you're dating or in a relationship or falling in love again, because you feel as though you're cheating. You're not actually cheating, obviously, but it's just an emotion that you actually will have to sometimes witness. I'm not saying this happens to everybody, but this happens to a majority of people. A lot of my clients, probably almost 90% of them, have gone through this as a widower, and they started dating again, where they had this feeling of guilt, right? Because of the fact they could love again, but they still had love for their old partner. The love for their old partner and their old wife or old husband is always going to be there. It's about finding the balance between the two. And I would love for you viewers that have maybe dated a widower or are a widow yourself to comment below and give some of the people that are watching this some advice, especially people that have lost their wife or husband, and give advice about this. I want to know what you have been through as well, because some of the stuff probably I didn't go into really big detail, but the tip number 3 is so significant, and I would love to hear from you about that, because understand that sometimes they can pull back, right? Sometimes this can happen where they pull back because they get confused. That's why open communication in this relationship with this person is going to be significant. It's not the fact that they come in with too much baggage or all this. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is communicating and being effective is going to be the goal overall between you and this new person that you're dating. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, I'll see you again in the next video. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.